Howdy friendos, my name is Stuart, and welcome to another anime waifu alignment video. If you've somehow missed it, this is the fourth one of the popular anime girls that I've pretty much done for simp clickbait. Don't lie, you probably clicked on this because you either developed a parasocial attraction to this girl, or she reminds you of your girlfriend. Genuinely curious, which one are you? Do you like Marin because you just like this type of girl, or does she remind you of your girlfriend, or is this straight up a loyalty watch? If you clicked on this simply because you watch every single Loading Crew alignment video, thank you very much, I really appreciate you. Anyway, let's take a look at our girl. Today we are looking at Marin Kitagawa, who is one of the main deuteragonists of the hit new anime show Dress Up Darling. Marin is a high school girl who is passionate about anime and lewd video games. She's pretty fucking base, not gonna lie. She loves these characters so much that she has developed a passion for cosplay and a desire to become those characters. Unfortunately, she lacks crafting and makeup knowledge. One day, however, she runs into our other character, Gojo, and learns that he has the talent and skills to create her costumes. He can do this thanks to his lifelong passion of creating Hina dolls. They eventually decide to team up, create some cosplays, and join some other passionate amateurs with the goal of having some killer photo shoots. Honestly, it's interesting that there's not really a bigger goal than this at the start. It's just a nice slice of life anime about some kids with a nerdy hobby. And also, Marin is very cute. I'm beginning to see why this show is so popular. Marin herself is an average high school girl, who is also a surprisingly accurate zoomer. Even back when I was younger, female weebs were relatively uncommon, but Marin leans into it, and her friends just kind of accept her, and it's not even considered weird in her universe to be this much of a weeb. So yeah, she's kind of like a zoomer confirmed. She's not really a millennial. She also openly plays eroge and has an interest in boys and sex, and honestly, it's really not that uncommon, and it's relatively healthy at her age. For the most part, she does her best to respect Gojo's feelings as a man, and she is fully aware of how attractive she is and how it affects his friendless kid backstory, I guess. When she's dressed a little too risque in front of him, she does try to either play it off as in, haha, this is funny, or she does respect his emotions. Marin is rather undisciplined though, and is just kind of coasting through life. We see her in the opening sequence as her average day is very lazy. She's also just one of those people who can just eat whatever the fuck they want without getting fat. Must be nice. With all that in mind, I think Marin starts at true neutral. Other than that, there isn't really much to say. With that out of the way, let's go. However, before we go, did you know that you can watch the next 3 alignment videos ahead of schedule by becoming a channel member, a patron, or a Twitch subscriber? Whichever one is most convenient for you, you can just go ahead and do that. Becoming any of these premium members gives you access to the next 3 alignment videos on your select platform and gives you a spot at the end credits of our alignment videos and gaming videos. Each membership also gives you access to another unique set of benefits. YouTube Premium gives you access to stickers and emojis not available anywhere else, and sometimes a 4th bonus alignment video. Patreon gives you access to monthly wallpapers, lore packets, and access to the uncut archive of our D&D campaigns. And Twitch gives you access to a different set of emote stickers and access to our entire streaming library. If you're especially ambitious and want to collect all 3 Infinity Stones of the Loading Crew, this gives you access to a special title in our Discord. It's mostly bragging rights, but hey, you're better than everyone else. Check any of the links in the description to gain access and help support the channel. The first time we see Marin is when she bonks her head on Gojo's desk. Somehow. I'm not sure actually how this happened. Anyway, later she gives him some friendly tips on how to avoid being taken advantage of. Lawful good.
That's it. It's over.
No way! You know how to sew? That's so awesome!
One day while Gojo was sewing in the home ec room, Marin drops in and sees him with a Hina doll. She compliments him and shows off her cosplay, explaining how she wants to become like her favorite character. They bond and Gojo agrees to help her make her costume. A character from her favorite hentai game. Neutral.
Humiliation Club? Sex slaves? Games like this don't really exist, do they?
Oh, my sweet summer child. Once they agree to work on the cosplay together, Marin gets really excited and asks to start her measurements right away. Gojo said that Monday works better for him, and she even agreed. However, she shows up at his house uninvited, and I think the nicest way I can put this scene is that she casually destroys the animation budget for the next several episodes. Also, yes, this is a Nat 20 scene. I'll explain now, actually, because I know this scene caused controversy because of her age. Anthony, go ahead and just show her age right here. Basically speaking, if you're an adult and if you're uncomfortable at looking at this, yeah, that's kind of the point. The point of view is supposed to be from Gojo's perspective. He's clearly uncomfortable with this. Marin is a very attractive girl, and Gojo is completely inexperienced here. However, what's most important here is that Marin is fully consenting in being seen in this state. She even stated that this is going to be the weird part, and if Gojo's going to have to design these costumes for her, he's going to have to get used to seeing her like this. Women have bodies, and seeing them can cause weird feelings. You're just going to have to get over it. Now, if you're going to get into the moral argument with me, asking if it's appropriate to animate a 15-year-old girl like this, I'm going to say, I literally don't give a shit. This is a cartoon. She doesn't exist. Animation is where you're allowed to do stuff like this, and I don't think that should be compromised ever. Also, just to back this up, Zoomers exist, and this anime was designed with them in mind. They should have some attractive girls to look at that's their age. Twitter freaks out all the fucking time because of people bitching about this stuff tend to be sex-negative millennials. And this is a slice of life anime about high school. A large, significant portion of high schoolers have complicated sexual feelings, and this scene is a shockingly healthy approach at this. Nat 20 fucking scene! Now, actually, weighing her on the alignment spectrum here, back to what Marin is actually doing. While she is consenting to being seen in a bikini, she did not do a good job at honoring Gojo's feelings with this. This dude is freaking out the whole time. Now, in the long run, I think she made the right call, but it's definitely slightly sketchy. No argument there. Gojo does accidentally get her back here, though, when he did this little measurement right here. So it's not like she didn't get her comeuppance. And also, that little flustered animation is adorable, chaotic neutral.
It's cool to see you actually talk. Hi there.
I do. Thanks. Pleasure to meet you.
Maureen, is this a joke? This guy's obviously uncomfortable.
Okay, so at first I thought some of these lines were Funimation or Crunchyroll interpretations, but just a heads up, Marin and her friends are fairly forward-thinking about stuff like this. Marin is actually this friendly and this nice. She shrugs off most of Gojo's insecurities and understands how to get him comfortable hanging out. They spend the day shopping for cosplay gear. Also, this moment right here.
Honestly, I haven't finished it yet.
What part are you on?
The one where he's up in front of the whole school at the morning assembly and can't stop ejaculating? I can't even...
It's one of the funniest, most relatable moments that I can remember. You guys have gotten to know Alex and I pretty well by this point, but this is a regular occurrence for us. Chaotic good.
Oh, here. Looks like it's in exactly 2 weeks.
2 weeks? How am I supposed to build an entire outfit in 2 weeks?
Episode 4 is largely a Gojo-focused episode. Marin informed him that there was a cosplay meetup in the area in 2 weeks. It apparently did not occur to her that Gojo saw this as a hard deadline. Unfortunately for him, stuff went bad in his life. Marin noticed and tried her best to support him, but he kept everything bottled up and pushed himself too hard to accomplish everything. Realizing what he did, Marin immediately apologizes to him. They clear up the miscommunication, try out the costume, and then head to the event. Neutral good.
OMG! Cosplay events are so cool!
While at the event, they have a great time. Marin is surprisingly patient and nice to Gojo, who is very nervous. She gets overheated due to the material of the outfit, and they have to take a break, though she is still surprisingly patient with Gojo when he starts panicking again. They leave the main event, and Marin develops a crush on Gojo because he called her beautiful. I didn't mention it earlier, but Gojo is a massive stickler when it comes to that word. The fact that he called her that is huge, lawful good.
Excuse me? You mind if I take some pictures?
Also, I want to give this particular fellow a Nat 20 fat guy. I know that sounds weird. It's so easy to make a big fat guy with a camera the creeper villain of the episode. And yes, those dudes exist, but 90% of the time, most big fatties are there for funsies just like everyone else. Especially because he recognized her on site as a hentai character. That would have been so easy to make this guy a creep. But speaking as a creepy looking fat guy, I know you guys see this cute little avatar here, but I'm an ugly old man. It's just nice not to see a straw man for once, you know?
Be sure to hand wash the outfit too. It can develop sweat stains. Cool. Oh, apparently washing your wig too often is bad for it.
Marin develops a crush on Gojo. It's very cute. Later, though, another cosplayer shows up at his house. She literally stalked him to that location and told his grandpa they were friends. She then used his shower, and when he rightfully freaked out and tried to catch her from stealing stuff, he was forced to apologize for seeing her naked. Why are these waifu shows just letting psycho bitches get away with this shit? Anyway, once they found out that she's a famous cosplayer who literally stalked Gojo so that he could force him to make her costumes, Marin is okay with this. The show presents this as a good solution, I guess, and another friend is added to the friend pile, so neutral good, I suppose.
Do you know if there's anywhere that I can stream it?
I own the entire series. I can just lend you my box set. And you can totally binge it. It's only 126 episodes.
100 and what?
After agreeing to a group cosplay contest, Marin invites Gojo over to watch the anime for research and make some lunch. She tries her absolute best. It doesn't turn out amazing, but it's nice enough for a guy, so, neutral good.
Hey, Gojo. It's beach time, dude. Let's go.
Beach episode! Which is actually, hilariously, the least fan-servicey one, considering Marin literally just dragged Gojo out there for fun, but it's too cold to swim, so they just hang out. Neutral good?
I've always wanted to try cosplaying so much.
Wait, you mean the brother?
And whenever his little sister Mirai is in trouble, he's the first one to step up and help her.
In this episode, the crazy stalker cosplays chick's sister wants to cosplay a guy. Gojo helps her out, and Marin is super supportive. Neutral good.
Wait, something's not right here. Black Lobelia always has a sad face. You're smiling way too much.
In episode 10, they have a photo shoot. Afterwards, they prep for another quick cosplay, and it's a sexy tan character. No, I will not talk about the spray tan. They go shopping, but when it's time to do the photo shoot, Gojo wasn't comfortable seeing Marin in something that revealing, so she respects his decision, but still decides to tease him by offering to send him one anyway as a picture on a phone. Neutral good.
Whoa. OMG, is that what I think it is? Yeah, dude, pretty sure we got a room in a love hotel. Oh well, whatever works.
Later, after prepping for a chibi succubus cosplay, Marin booked a love hotel for the shoot. She apparently didn't realize what it was, and since she already paid for it, she insisted on using it despite his protests. It goes well until it suddenly gets quite spicy. See, Uzaki, this is how you do an intimate scene. God damn. Chaotic neutral nat 20 scene.
I'm so sorry to keep you waiting. The crowds here are crazy, so I had a hard time getting through.
It's cool.
And man, I hate to say it, but the season ends with a bit of a fizzle. Essentially, this episode ends with a 4-part mini-anthology of the two watching horror movies, going to the beach, going to the fireworks festival together, and the season ends with them talking each other to sleep. Neutral good.
Good night, Cooper. See you later.
So, I mean, it's not really a surprise where Marin ends up. She's the waifu flavor of the month and spent all season bonding with her boy. Marin is a girl who is falling in love and starts doing more things for the boy she cares about and the new friends she's making in her new hobby. This isn't really a difficult character arc. But what's great about this series is how much I'm actually rooting for the relationship. As I watched this, I really wanted it to succeed. More than the Nagatoro one, even, surprisingly. As is tradition with this video series, let's go ahead and do the which waifu show is better analysis piece. If you want my 2 cents on which waifu show is better, I'd have to say Dress Up Darling is one of the best ones. With Nagatoro, to me, them getting together is a bygone conclusion. Like I said, I see much of my wife and I's relationship in that show, so much it's a little scary. But for me, it's just kind of hitting my nostalgia button. I can't explain it, but I like Nagatoro because it's just a style of relationship that I'm very used to. I also was more interested in seeing how they would improve each other. I'm proud of my boy when he becomes more brave, and I'm proud of my girl when she's honest with herself. With Komi, I recognize it as a typical high school social hero wish fulfillment story, and please don't see that as a problematic thing. It's a valid story type. It's just kind of standard. I've seen it before, and when Komi is basically improving simply because of her first boyfriend, or boy/friend, I've just seen this story before, and I know they're gonna get together, and I find it cute, but I don't find it as compelling. With Uzaki, I just don't see those two getting together. It felt less interesting, especially because the two felt less interested in getting together than their weird, like, friends felt in getting together. I just wasn't feeling the relationship in Uzaki. With these two in Dress Up Darling, I'm actually fascinated because I feel like they're real characters that the author is telling a story about how they accidentally became lovers. It feels very uncontrived that a small similarity between their hobbies got them to notice each other, and they weren't predestined to get together by the writing. They just happened to find each other and developed a relationship. The characters are driving the story and not the story driving the characters. This feels very good to watch because when the spicy, intimate moments actually happens, it feels earned and you're screaming like, holy shit, are they actually going to kiss? And it's very weird because it just feels so real that I can just kind of see this happening, even if the setting is a little over the top and fantastical. How often does someone accidentally book a love hotel, you know? Shoot, I don't think I've come across another slice of life anime that I've liked as much as this in a while. This was really great. I heard there's a few new waifu anime out there that hit the market. I'm a little behind, but should I do Spy X Family? I understand people really like Yor, I think is her name. Anyway, which of the anime's waifus should I cover next? And which one reminds you of your real life girlfriend? Thank you to the patrons, and I'll see you next time.